Hello, welcome to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment and boxing capital of the world. You know, not only boxing, but we got all sports here. Got football, basketball, hockey, you name it. We got it all here.
We got
You know?
everything.
Yeah. So we were today with our co-host Shelly Stevens. Again, welcome back. You were on your little trip with your husband on the cruise line. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So happy to be back. Yeah, we did a 3-week job on the Viking Mississippi River cruise ship.
Yeah.
And this was our first time sailing in the United States because normally we sail around the world. And it was nice to visit some cities that we'd never heard of before. You know, we went to a place in, we went to St. Louis. That was one. We always wanted to visit the Arch.
Okay, but what river were you guys on?
The Tennessee River and the Mississippi River.
Okay.
Yeah, the rivers kind of converged into one at some point. And because of the weather, we had to keep changing the itineraries because we couldn't get to where we were going because the water levels would rise too high and the ship couldn't go under the bridges. And,
Right.
you know, but it was still fun.
What size bridge? How many passengers were on there?
On the ship?
Yes.
On the ship, I think it was only about 400 passengers,
Oh, that's not
which
bad.
is nice. It was different from what we're used to, you know, when there's thousands and thousands of passengers. This was more personal, so we got to relate to everybody.
With 400 passengers, that's great.
It was great, and I think we just about met all of them, too.
Yeah, now how's the suites here on these cruise
Oh,
lines?
God, the suites are amazing. You know, I could wake up every morning and you see the river, you go outside, you know, they have coffee makers in the room, you know, so I can make my coffee, go outside, sit on the balcony and just watch time go by.
I'm sure Wesley loved that.
Yeah, he did. And we got to do songs we haven't done in a long time because the people on the ship, they were a little older and there was no kids, you know. And so we played a lot of music that we hadn't gotten to do here in Vegas. So it was great. So yeah, that's why I sent Rick some pictures.
So the
and
audience
everything.
was kind of happy with your music, eh?
They were very happy, and they all told the cruise director how happy they were with us, and they want to see us back again soon.
Oh, great.
So we'll be back again in October.
October, that's very good, very good.
Yeah.
Good.
We had
So
a great
you have
time.
anything you want to share with us?
Yeah, I gave Rick, our great producer, some pictures and some videos, so if he'll put them up, I'll tell you what they are.
Okay,
that one right there is a picture of our ship. I believe we were in a town in Tennessee. Yeah, Dover, Tennessee. I'd never been there. I'd never even heard of it. But the mayor, she came to greet the people on the ship, and we got to talk, and she's a very sweet lady. And we had a good time there as well. That's Wesley standing outside of the ship. Beautiful ship.
Yeah, beautiful.
Viking, Mississippi. Beautiful cabins, beautiful suites. And we were there also like for 4th of July, so we got to hang out in like one of the bigger suites with some passengers we
the
met.
fireworks.
Yeah, we saw the fireworks from the ship, and it was an amazing show. It was in St. Louis, right in front of the Arch. And then the hotel director
What is the Arch?
Yeah, that was the Arch from St. Louis, you know, and we went there, we went to the museum to see how it was built and everything. It was great. And then, this was Nashville. Nashville was absolutely great. It was my first time there. Wesley had been there before.
There's so much talk about all the Western music there and all that.
Yeah, they
country
had
Western
country
music.
Western music, but they like all kinds of music. So we went to the Hall of Fame Museum, and it was just fabulous there.
Wow.
And this right there, that was in Nashville at nighttime. The streets were like Fremont Street here in Vegas, only bigger and wider, and the police shut down the street, and there's like thousands and thousands of people walking up and down. There are like bars on every other place was a bar with music, so you could hear the music of the bands like in one ear and it'd be something else in this ear. You keep walking, it was just continuous music.
Wow.
It was just great. That was a picture of one of the places we played in the ship. That was like where the bar area was.
Right,
And the bartender happened to be from Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was a great time. We had such an amazing time.
It was good. So you guys had your regular setup with the piano and I mean, your husband is amazing how he can play that piano and sing. Now, your husband was originally one of the
stylistics and the Commodores. Yeah.
He wrote many songs for the Commodores,
right? Yeah, he
right?
did. He was very young when he started, so he didn't get a lot of credit for the songs that he wrote. But it doesn't matter, you know. We still perform them. People still love them, and on the ship, we actually got to play in 2 different venues. One, like I said, was in the bar, and people would come in and just chill, watch the beautiful scenery because it was all glass. You could see outside, or you could go outside and watch us go through the locks, as we went through, where the bridges were and everything. It's very interesting. Yeah, and then another room we played in was called the living room. And in the living room, he did his setup with just his keyboards. In the lounge where we were with the bar, he played the piano, and he had one keyboard on top of the piano, so we got to play a lot of things with just piano music. So he was happy
He's
about
amazing
that.
how he can play so many different instruments simultaneously.
I know. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. The reason why we started doing that is because when we were in Philadelphia back in the day, we had a job to go to with our band. We were using a whole band. Anyway, the band didn't make it because of the weather or whatever. So we told the manager of the casino there, we said, well, can we still do it? And he's like, yeah, I need entertainment for tonight. So we went back to the hotel room, and Wesley started putting down the string parts. He put down the horn parts on the keyboard. He made me sing the background vocals. And I'm like, what is happening here? He goes, we got a band. We're all right.
It's not like a whole band there.
Yeah. So now if the band ever says, we can't do it, well, we can still do the gig.
Great.
Yeah, but it was great.
So what's happening here in Las Vegas for you guys now with your music?
We're going to be back at Lola's on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, we have some private parties lined up as well. And, one of the things I wanted to tell you about Nashville, I don't know if Rick has it or not, but there was a video that somebody made especially for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, because when we lived in Japan for a long time as well, performing there, and we got to be the entertainment for the Sumo Wrestler Association.
Sumo Wrestlers.
Yes, every time they had a match or a party, whatever, we were the entertainment. So we became friends with most of them, and a lot of them were from Hawaii and Samoa, and so we became friends with this one. His name was Konishiki, and he was the champion for a long time. And he sent a little video message to you because he did a show back in Nashville when we were there at the same time, and we had no idea we were going to be there at the same time. I just saw it on Facebook, and we're like, you're here. And we got to meet up, and we went for a little while where he was giving his performance. So
you were going to have
I don't know if Rick has it up or not, but maybe he'll find it before the end of the show. But he has a very special... there he is.
What's up, Joe Cortez? This is Konishiki, your one-stop sumo shop. Originally from Hawaii, but been in Japan doing sumo. This guy. Well, anyway, we are here on the East Coast tour. My family here came to see me here in Vegas. Not Vegas, in Nashville. But we are heading to Chicago after this. And we might be coming to Las Vegas
real soon.
Probably in November, late early December. So I'm going to hit you up and make sure these guys get Shelly and them got me.
That's nice.
Hook us up. So nice talking to you. I'm a great fan. I follow boxing because my dad is a big boxing fan. So arigato from Japan.
We love you, Joe.
Okay, brother Joe. Chee-hoo.
That's so great.
No, very nice.
So he's going to see you at the end of the year. They're coming to
if
Vegas.
You're watching the show, buddy, I'm looking forward to seeing you when you come in October, you said, right?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
God, great. Yeah. Got fans. I got fans all over the world.
Yes,
That's great.
you do.
Yeah, you guys. What's his name again?
Konishiki.
He's a sumo wrestler.
Yes, and he's so big, and his wife is so small. She's Japanese.
How much does he weigh about?
I have no idea. Wesley
could
tell you better.
Over 300 pounds?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing.
But he has the biggest heart, and he's so sweet, and we're like family. Ohana, as you say in Hawaiian. That means family. Just like us.
Yeah.
Speaking of family, what's going on with your family and Bryce and everything?
Yeah, Bryce, oh my God. We're gonna go to a little brief commercial. After this commercial, we'll come back and talk about my grandson Bryce Hampton, who's playing with the Vegas Nighthawks tomorrow night. We'll talk about it right after the brief commercial.
We are Integrity Solar America, a veteran-owned business and experts in solar energy. We'll give you honest advice and tell you if solar is right for your home. And we'll educate you on how the 30% federal tax credit really works. Integrity Solar can install your system with zero down and no out-of-pocket costs. Visit integritysolar.america.com or call us at 1-800-988-1569. 1-800-988-1569.
Well, welcome back to the Joe Cortez Show with my co-host, Shelly Stevens. And we're talking about a fabulous trip that she just had a cruise with her husband in the Mississippi and River and up and down one of your cruise lines, eh?
Yes, Viking Cruise Line.
Very
So
good, very good.
come make a date and come back with us in October.
He was asking me about my grandson, Bryce Hampton. He plays with the Vegas Nighthawks, the professional indoor football arena. They're playing the first time that the Vegas Nighthawks are able to play in the playoffs. So we're looking forward to see that tomorrow night.
I'm excited too.
That's my grandson, Bryce Hampton. He born and raised in Las Vegas, went to Centennial High School, and now, he's there with the Vegas Nighthawks, and hopefully one day he can make it into the NFL.
Yeah.
He graduated last year from Purdue University. We were very proud, and I went there a couple of times to watch him play. He played with the Boilermakers, a great football team. When I felt so proud of going into that arena and having 70,000 fans. And I see my grandson, Bryce Hampton. He was number 0 with the Boilermakers, and now he's number 5 with the Vegas Nighthawks. So we're looking forward to that tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be a great night. If you fans are here, if you're local, go to that game tomorrow night. It's going to be a very special game. They're playing against the Arizona Rattlers. It's going to be a playoff game, and hopefully they make it to the finals, and it'll be great. But this is the first time that the Vegas Nighthawks that they reach a playoff. So we're very proud that my grandson Bryce Hampton, who leads the league in interception. So we're very proud of him. He said, "Grandpa, I'm going to show you tomorrow night a little bit of what I got." He got injured last week with his shoulder, left shoulder, but he says he'll be ready for tomorrow night. He's like a fighter. He's not a quitter.
Like his grandpa.
Well, we're looking forward to that tomorrow night. So, okay, now going back to the music, the entertainment, what's happening here in Vegas with the entertainment? You got any singers, you got any friends that are doing anything special here in Vegas? We know Mike Leonetti, who performs at the 800 Hotel, and we have our friend Sal Santiago, who performs at the German American Club.
Actually, we're going to be at the German American Club. We're normally there on the second Tuesday of every month, and we do a Motown and more show. So, you guys should come out to that. It's fun. That's
the German American Club, and that's in North Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
On the east side, yep.
And they love to dance there.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. I've seen a lot of the people get on that floor, especially when you guys get up there and perform.
Yeah.
And we love it.
It's
and with Sal Santiago, he does a lot of country boys and stuff too.
Yeah, we were just there to see him on Tuesday.
Yeah?
Yeah, fabulous show as always. He plays with the whole band there on Tuesday.
And Mike Leonetti at the 800 Hotel. He does his show there every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
And he does a show, the Mike Leonetti podcast talk show, and he does that every Friday as well.
Absolutely.
So we're happy for him,
Yeah.
I don't have the energy that he has, and
neither do I.
I don't think nobody does. Nobody has the energy that Mike Leonetti has.
He is an energizer bunny.
I used to use all my energy when I was in that ring, When I was fighting, I was a fighter. And now I use my energy thinking a lot more of what I'm going to be doing in the very near future. I like to get out there and help out with the seniors. I have a friend, Tara Ballman, who's the national director with the Agent in Place senior program, and I do some speaking engagements with her, and we got something lined up in the very near future. She sent me a text yesterday. She wanted me to go. They have something in New York in January for me to be a speaker there for
That's
some
great.
aging, some senior groups. So I said, that'd be great to do something there.
It will be.
And then it's good stuff. So, but then she loved boxing, the lady. I met her with her husband and her beautiful daughter, 7-year-old daughter, and she told me, "Joe, I love boxing. I've been watching you my whole life, watching you as a referee." And she said, "I love boxing." And you know what I told her? I said, "You love boxing that much?" She said, "I love it." I said, "You know what? I'm gonna call you up next week." I called her the following week. I said, Tara Ballman, she's from Orange County, California. I said, "You know what? I got a surprise for you." She said, "What's that, Joe? You taking me to a fight?" I said, no, I'm going to do better than that. Better than that? I said, "I'm going to make you a boxing judge."
Hey.
And now she's an amateur boxing judge. So she started with the amateurs. And from what I understand, from supervisors. They tell me, Joe, you know, I also recommended a gentleman by the name of Josh. I forgot his last name. And Joe, my friend Joe Brown called me. He said, Joe Brown, he's like the godfather here in Las Vegas. He said, Joe, I need you to do me a favor. I got a friend who loves boxing, and he wants to be a judge. So I said, let me see what I can do. A week later, I got him working as a, practicing, shadowing as a boxing judge in the amateurs. And now I got two proteges that I put into the amateur boxing, and I'm very proud of. They both do a good job. They like them very much. So I said, Tara Bowman and Josh, I wish you guys the very best, you know. But that's what I mean. I like to help people out and get them on the right track. And hopefully, you know, they become successful in the amateurs. And, you know, maybe down the line they could be professional judges.
That would be awesome.
You know, people say, Joe, how can I become a referee or a judge? And I tell them, you know, you can always go to a local gym where they have boxing and they ask them, how can you get involved maybe with their sparring in the ring? As a referee, you can get in there and move around with the fighters, and maybe they can start doing the amateur tournament. And before you know it, that's how I started, and most referees started that way. You start doing the amateur fights, and then after a couple of years, experience, 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years. I got some guys that been in there 10 years in the amateurs, and then they go pro after that. But some judges and referees say, Joe, we love it so much in the amateurs, we don't want to go pro. We just love being in the amateurs. So, you know, so if you guys want to get involved, you know, reach out to your local gyms, wherever you're at, the Police Athletic League or Boys Club, any gym they have in town. And I'm sure they're always looking for volunteers, people to get involved as judges or referees, timekeepers, inspectors, whatever. You know, it's a good thing to get involved with. And you know me, I like to help people get them on the right track. So hopefully you guys out there take my advice and do what I did. Get involved and help out in the community. Yeah.
So, Joe, I have a favor to ask of you.
You want to be a judge?
No.
You want to be a referee?
No, but I would like to go to a boxing match. I've never been to one.
Well, your husband is one of the biggest fight fans out there.
He is your biggest fan. Seriously, he's been saying your name before we even met. And so that night when we met you, it was like magic for him. He's like, oh my God. So since we become so, you know, familiar and close and like family, and he's like, one day we got to go to a boxing match with Joe. I just want to go to a boxing match with Joe.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I'm like, okay, let's make it happen.
We'll
because
definitely make it happen.
when we
for
watch
sure.
it together, I'm not really a good person to watch with, because when they're hitting each other, I'm like, no. Oh. He's like, I can't watch him fight. And I'm like, oh. So
Does
yeah.
your husband say you can't watch it when he watches the fight?
Yeah, because he says I get on his nerves, because I'm like, oh, you're not doing that. But I think I'm ready now. I've watched enough boxing matches lately since we met you that I can hold my own. So I'm ready to go. Because now I'm doing like, get up. Yeah, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, that's good. Very good. Yeah, we have a lot of individuals, a lot of fans out there that, you know, once they go to a boxing match one time, they get hooked, and they all they want to do is go to the boxing matches. That's why I got my friend Tara Bowman, and there's so many females in boxing. We got Patricia Jarman here in Vegas. We got Lisa Giampa in Vegas, and in New York, the first boxing judge that we had in New York, a referee, the first world title fight was Eva Shane. Eva Shane, she judged Muhammad Ali one time in Madison Square Garden when he fought Joe Frazier, and her husband, Frank Shane, was a ring announcer. He used to do a ring announcing in Atlantic City. I refereed Atlantic City for 15 years, and New York, combined 15 years back then. I came out to Vegas. I did 20 years in Vegas, and you know, it's been an honor to be in a ring with these gladiators, and they gave it all they had. It's always been like a pleasure refereeing some of the great ones, you know, like Mike Tyson, Roberto Duran, Sugar Leonard, Larry Holmes, Lennox Lewis, Manny Pacquiao, just to name a few of close to 200, over 176 World Championship fights that I refereed. My dream was to do one. And that one fight that I did, my first fight, 1982, in Atlantic City, was Aaron Pryor against Miguel Montilla. That was my first world title fight. I stopped out there, I believe it was in the 11th round. I stopped Aaron Pryor retaining his title. And it's been a lot of fun for me to be involved with boxing and helping out the community. Now that I'm retired, I'm paying it forward and trying to get people on the right track. We're going to go into another brief commercial. We'll be right back.
Are you interested in solar energy but concerned that it won't work for you? Your roof needs repairs. You might want to move. Your electricity bill isn't that high, or you're just not sure if you would qualify for incentives. Integrity Solar America is a veteran-owned business and your trusted source for solar. We'll educate you on solar with straight answers about the 30% federal tax credit and installation costs. Visit integritysolaramerica.com or call us at 1-800-998-1569.
Okay, welcome back to the Joe Cortez Show here in Las Vegas with my co-host Shelly Stevens, and talking about I don't have the energy that Mike Leonetti has. He's all crazy all over the place. That's not me. I'm easygoing, but I love Mike. He's a good guy, Great performer. He performs at the 800 Hotel every Saturday and Sunday, and at the Joel's Chop
House.
Chop House is a nice place there. They have great food. It's a great hotel right off the strip.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about some of your friends, entertainers. We have a guest coming on soon.
Yes, we do. And he's a magician. And actually, when Wesley and I first started doing cruise ships, we were based in Singapore. And when we got there was a magician, and he was from America.
What's his name?
His name is Murray Sawchuk. And he was playing at the Tropicana for many, many years, up until recently when it shut down. And now he's kind of doing his own thing. So he's going to be coming on the show in a couple of weeks to tell us all about what he's doing.
I'm looking forward to it.
He's going to do some tricks, right?
I want to do some tricks right on top of this table. I want to make me look like 50 years younger,
I wish I could do the same.
He can say, boom, and some hair grows on my head, That's the kind of magicians that went on the show, You can make miracles happen,
I know.
It'd be great to have him on the show.
That would be a good magician. I'm telling you, if I could go back in time, that would be a great thing too.
Yeah, that's one thing we got to get. We're looking for somebody. You want to volunteer your time on the show and show people how to get to be 30, 40 years younger like that. In an instant, we're looking for people to be on the show and show us how it could be done, okay?
And your show is always so much fun because I'm so thankful that you asked me to be your co-host and I could get a lot of my friends to come and talk. And it's always so natural, it's just so much fun.
Well, we like to, like I said, I like to help out the community. I like to bring people on. Yesterday, I went to my dear friend Joe Brown's birthday. We had a birthday at a private, it was a veterans bar and grill, and it was just so nice to see Joe Brown there, and they had about 100 people for his birthday, and it was an early afternoon party, and no dancing, no music, just people hanging out, talking, and a couple of people made some speeches, and of course I had to be one of them because I would talk about some of the experiences I had with Joe Brown. If anybody had any experiences with Joe Brown, want to say a couple of words, my hand went up right away. And I thought Joe Brown, he's 83 years old. He's a retired attorney in Las Vegas. But at one time, when I first came to Las Vegas, he was on the commission. He was one of the commissioners. And they have 5 commissioners and the executive director. So he was one of the commissioners. And he got a liking to me, not because of my looks, but because of my talent in the ring as a referee. So he always liked me. And I remember one day when I got inducted to the Hall of Fame, he was one of the first guys I called because I was blown away. I couldn't believe that they called me. I mean, I never talked to the people at the Hall of Fame. I never went up there, and they told me I'm going to be inducted to the International Hall of Fame, which is the big one up in Canastota, New York. That's the one everybody wants to get into.
Wow.
And I got a call, and of course, one of the first guys I called was Joe Brown to let him know that I'm being inducted. He said, Joe, I'm going to be there with you that weekend. And sure enough, he flew up there and spent the whole week with me. That was in 2011. We have Mike Tyson, Julio Cesar Chavez, Sylvester Stallone, Katsuzu, and Nacho Berenstein. The 6 of us got inducted to the Hall of Fame. It was just amazing that with that special weekend and having Joe Brown there. I remember we had a parade that morning, Sunday morning, the day of the induction. It was a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I told Joe Brown, they had a parade before the induction, and they put me in this convertible. Had me sitting in the back seat, and Joe Brown was standing outside. I said, Joe, get in the front seat. And no, get in the front seat, Joe. He sat in the front seat, and I was waving down the crowd, and it kind of started New York. It was a great experience. So I had explained all that to those people yesterday about how Joe Brown, helped me with so many things. And he got me on the nursing board. He made me a board member for the Nevada State Nursing Board.
Wow.
I was the only non-medical on the board. Yeah, 4 medical and 1 non-medical. I represented the public sector. They call it a consumer member. Mm-hmm. So I was there, and I did that for 8 years. One Governor Gwynn and Governor Gibbons, they both appointed me. Gibbons reappointed me, and it was nice being on the board, helping out the community, which is what I love doing. And it was great, but being at the birthday party with Joe Brown yesterday was amazing, a great treat. He's a special man, and I love him. And again, if you're watching Joe, we wish you a happy birthday, many more.
Happy birthday.
And thanks for serving. You were also in the Marines back in the days. So God bless you always, and we'll see you soon. Shelly?
I remember you brought him to Lola's to hear us perform that time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about your friends, anybody entertaining out there.
Oh, yeah, I have a friend. Her name is Janita Asbury, and she was going to be a guest on our show, but she's touring right now in the United States, and she does a tribute to Aretha Franklin, and we'll definitely have to get her on the show when she returns, because this girl, we met her, again, on a cruise ship. We've been some of the greatest entertainers on cruise ships, and when we met her, you would swear you were looking at Aretha Franklin.
Great.
She is amazing, and we became good friends, and then we found out that
and she has a
lived in
voice like
Vegas.
Aretha Franklin?
Oh, yeah.
She does, huh?
Oh, yeah.
If you look like her, you better sound like her.
Oh, yeah, she does. Oh, yeah. So I can't wait till she comes back. And she's been doing shows here in Vegas as well. So when she comes back, I'm sure she's going to have another one, and we have to go.
That'd be great. We're going to have to sing a song on the show, too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Or at least a video of her, singing one of those songs.
And then we have Jenny. We had Jenny on the show a couple weeks ago, and she's doing her show called Excite the Show. And it's very exciting, very sexy, very, but it's very tasteful.
Oh, the one we had on the show.
Sexy,
What's her name?
Jenny Romas.
Romas, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, she's very nice.
Mm-hmm. So I met all these great people on cruise ships. I met Murray there, and Jenny there, and Janita there, and so many more. So.
And the magician that was coming on next week or the week after.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Cruise
great.
ships has great entertainment. Oh,
so,
yeah.
So tell me now, how did you start your career in singing with your husband?
Well, actually, I was a flight attendant, and before I was a flight attendant, I did Broadway musicals, and that was great, but I'm from Philadelphia, and I would travel back and forth to New York, and then I decided one day I want to see the world, not just Philly and New York and New Jersey, where I was born, So I said, how can I do that for free? Okay, I'll be a flight attendant. So I joined Pan Am, and that was great. I got to experience the world. I met Muhammad Ali on a flight, actually.
Really?
We stayed in touch until he passed away. And then I was home one time, and I met Wesley. Somebody took me out for my birthday. He was in this piano bar. He had written all these songs when he was young and giving them away and didn't know what to do. And so when we met, and I told him I did Broadway musicals. He invited me up to the piano to sing with him, and somebody hired us. They thought we were a duo.
Yeah. He's an amazing man. I tell you, he's so talented and so loving with people. Everybody loves Wesley. He comes in with the cowboy hat.
Yes,
he's always dressed with all that glitter, all the. He's just amazing. He's very, very talented and well loved by everybody.
Yeah.
So. And in the very near future, we want to bring on more entertainers on the show and people that you may know in Las Vegas.
Just let us know. We'll be happy to have you.
If somebody wants to reach out to us, any website they can wait.
Yeah, we're at twiceasniceentertainment.com.
Twice
or
as nice.
You can reach us on Facebook under Twice as Nice, featuring Wesley and Shelly, or our own separate Facebook pages, Shelly Dartez Stevens or Wesley Stevens. So you can reach us anywhere.
So you can check out Wesley Stevens on the internet. You can Google him.
Yeah.
You can see his background, where he came from the Commodores and the Treniers.
Commodores and the Stylistics.
Stylistics.
Yeah.
I know he mentioned the Treniers for something. He was either friendly with them. I know he mentioned that to me.
Yeah.
But he was the Stylistics and the Commodores.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote some songs with them too as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, for my dear friends out there in Las Vegas and around the world watching this show, We try to do the best we can to share our knowledge of wisdom, entertainment, and sports, and anything. But if you guys have anything, any ideas, you reach out to us. And remember, guys, we're trying to be fair with you guys. I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up. We'll see you next week. God bless.